Welcome back to the Soccer Tournament 2025, the $1 Million Soccer Tournament held right here in Cary, North Carolina. I'm Jessica Charman, so delighted you're joining us here on the YouTube channel for TST as we get ready for NC Courage and Reunion City Dallas. Now we're getting in to our starting lineups, but before that, let's remember NC Courage with a 3-1 victory over Boca Dallas in their opener, a 3-2 loss for Reunion City Dallas against Bumpy Pitch in their first. Here are your starting lineups for NC Courage: Caitlin Rowland in goal, Callie O'Neill, Gabrielle Hoschkek, Ivy Garner, Riley Kennedy, Morgan Goff, and Riley Keeley. For Reunion City Dallas, it's Evan Osteen in goal, Kenzie Tufts, Fernanda Sariano, Samantha St. Pierre, Ashlyn Miller, Taylor Tufts, and Alessia Garcia. North Carolina Courage will be in the all-red jerseys from left to right. Reunion City Dallas will wear the blue from right to left. If you're new to TST, 7v7, 2 20-minute halves. No throw-ins, kick-ins, no offsides. And absolutely amazing fun, more importantly, with $1 million on the line. Our referee getting things ready to kick off in what is really a must-win game for Reunion City Dallas. And we are underway with Reunion City Dallas taking control through Samantha St. Pierre. North Carolina Courage, the hometown favorites, of course, in this game. They've drawn a huge crowd around us at Field 4. A real mix for the NC Courage of plenty of academy players now playing in college and some young guns as well. They've done really well so far in this tournament. Their second appearance in TST were, of course, the runners-up in the 2024 tournament, defeated by eventual champions US Women. Reunion City Dallas, a new side looking to represent Dallas as an area. And here is Evan Osteen in goal, the U.S. Youth National Team keeper. Pings this ball forward. It's volleyed into the box. The strike came in from Alessia Garcia. And in the end, it's a first save of the day for Caitlin Rowland in goal.
First save for Rowland.
Rowland had 5 saves in that 3-1 victory against Boca Dallas. She's a former North Carolina Courage and Bay FC goalkeeper, bringing experience and a veteran presence in that back line with plenty of youth and excitement in front of her. It's a soaring hot day as NC Courage driving forward. A great one forward by Keeley. Keeley just ran out of real estate. It's well shielded out at the goal line. 80-plus degrees here in Cary, North Carolina. Trust me, feels a lot hotter down pitch side. And in this frantic 7v7 style of play, the mileage that these players put on is absolutely exceptional. And today, as we finish group play, this game number 2, they'll have 2 matches today to make sure we can complete the bracket ahead of tomorrow's game. Glad you're joining us on YouTube wherever you are. Feel free to drop the comments on who you're supporting. TST, the $1 Million Tournament. NC Courage looking to go one step further than they did last year and bring the cash home. Garcia back to Osteen in goal. And they'll head forward now. Osteen, a sweeper goalkeeper. Such an important part of TST to have that outlet as Osteen inviting the pressure and laying it forwards. Nice little move to find Tufts. Tufts dancing on the ball. Nice play by Tufts. Dispossessed, though, from a good challenge. Morgan Goff back to goal. Sees it stabbed away from her. Here comes Reunion City Dallas. Garcia just couldn't connect cleanly with the strike. Garcia, the University of New Mexico product, made a great run forward, but just too tame of a shot. Easy save in the end for Caitlin Rowland. She's North Carolina Courage with a comfortable 3-1 victory over Boca Dallas. Had a 2-0 lead in the first half. Ended up being pegged back by a goal. Winning, of course, in target score time. Now you're excited for that. Following our 40 minutes of regulation here, we'll add a goal to whoever's leading, and that'll be the target score that you have to reach in order to win the game. And to make it more interesting, every 3 minutes, a player will be removed from each side. We go as low as 2v2 in that battle. Long switch over the top by Hoschek. Evan Osteen with some aggressive goalkeeping inside her box. Osteen has a USL Super League contract with Dallas Trinity FC. Taking advantage of that new level of professional soccer in the women's game that was introduced this season. The USL Super League playoffs kicking off this weekend. As the big looped ball over the top by Reunion City. Into the box. Tight angle effort. Brave defending there by Callie O'Neill. O'Neill getting the stab tackle away. Man-to-man marking. Smartly done by NC Courage that are being made to suffer a little bit by this Reunion City Dallas side. Charging run forward. Miller, a couple of step overs. And again, Riley Kennedy this time, the US Youth National Team player, able to get the tackle away. Back to Caitlin Rowland in goal. Callie O'Neill and Rowland will control. And if you can't hear it, there's a drum. Told you they're hometown favourites. NC Courage showing up. This, of course, Wake Med Soccer Park and First Horizon Stadium, the home of the NWSL side, North Carolina Courage. Not too far for these fans to travel to get to Wake Med Soccer Park. And what an environment they're bringing here. There's 5 yards, the rule for the kick in. A little bit of encroachment happening. Driven to the top of the box. Tackle by Reunion City comes in strong. Here come Dallas. Physical challenge. Maya Uloa able to draw the contact. Uloa, who featured for Solar ECNL at the youth level, drawing the contact, earning the free kick. Fans don't like it. Boos echoing around. And if you want to talk about home field advantage, it's pretty clear that North Carolina Courage have that in abundance today. As the referee had to tie his laces, gives the thumbs up. Should have come prepared. Maybe he needs the little Velcro straps instead. Our referee will look into investing in some Velcro. It's still undone, sir. It's still undone. The referee's lace is still undone. We'll get him some Velcro. What are they called? The sweet spots? Need some sweet spots to stick over those laces. As our referee waiting for him to trip. We'll give a shout out to whoever predicts the minute of the game that the referee trips over his laces as he tries to keep up with the speed of play that these young women are putting into the game. There it is. He'll get his chance to tie his laces. We'll see.
Check your shoelaces, everyone.
What are the odds they stay tied up? How long are we giving the referee?
Swoop and hoop.
I give him 4 minutes until that was done up. It certainly wasn't a double bow tie from our referee. Didn't have time to do the bunny ears. And the fact that we're talking about the referee's shoelaces tells us just about the action right now, waiting for things to cook up, and it will do with Giegel.
Welcome in, everyone. Field number 4. We have a group.
Eva Foster will cut it back to Ella Kate Mueller.
Win, 0 losses.
And all the way back to Caitlin Rowland in goal.
So plenty of games to figure out who is going to win $1 million.
Caitlin Rowland. Across to Ella Kate Mueller. Mueller, another one of those NC Courage Academy players. What an academy they have going on right now. Getting the prime talent from this region. As the ball chipped forward, it was a beautiful ball. Fighting for the possession is Richer. Richer does enough to earn the throw-in. Or the kick-in, we should say. Richer, a U17 Austria player. Represents the Austrian national team as the attempt into the box was easily defended. Asteen calmly plays it into Nieto. Here comes Nieto. And Evan Asteen will just wait a few moments with the ball at her boots. A reminder, 8 seconds. The amount of time that you're allowed to stand on the ball. After that, the ball must be progressed forwards. Need plenty of attack here in TST. It's $1 million for entertainment, not just strategy. Here's Osteen. Osteen heading towards that halfway line. Under some light pressure, but being given some time. And it's back to Pena.
We're in the first half. About 11 minutes remaining.
Garcia recovers. It's been a tentative first half of play. Still got about a half of this first half remaining. Reunion City Dallas really having to go for it in this game after a defeat at the hands of Bumpy Pitch. Make sure you pronounce that one correctly or you might get in a little bit of trouble. Not going to say that one 3 times quickly. Evan Osteen. Given all the time in the world to gradually trickle the ball forwards. Lays it square to Pena. Oli Pena had a goal against Bumpy Pitch. And she'll get it back here. Pena trying to cut round the defender. It's well done by Bumba. And cries of hold it for the goalkeeper as they utilize that roll-on, roll-off sub on the far side. There is the box you have to be in order to enter your substitute. But other than that, you can sub on the fly as much as you like, as often as you like, in the middle of the game as well. Here's Sariano. A shot deflects, but stays with Reunion City. Bradick took a strike, saw it blocked away. And here come NCC, what can they do? It's Mueller. Opts to stop and recycle. Had a runner ahead. Went for the safe pass instead. Caitlin Rowland. Back across to Amaris Bumba. Bumba at the University of Houston. Came up through the Courage Academy. Scored a goal versus Boca in that victory. And here she is again, Bumba. Inside play. Connecting with Davis. Rowland opts to send this one long. Headed duel, one out the back by Reunion City Dallas. NC Courage inside the attacking half now with the kick in.
Indirect kicks if it's out the sideline. Corner kicks are direct. Goal kicks are direct. Goal kicks must be received and touched on your half of the field. That's our version of offside here at TST. No offside as we know it.
Chested down. Tidy touch by Omwenga. And here come NCC with the beautiful build-up. She's free in the box. Kate Mueller would have had a tap in. Evan Osteen does enough to come off her line sharply to come claim. Nil-nil here at pitch 4, TST 2025, the $1 Million Soccer Tournament. Glad you're joining us here. A cagey first half of action. Neither goalkeeper really called into many plays. That'll suit North Carolina Courage, who already has 3 points on the table. Reunion City Dallas, after their tough 3-2 defeat at the hands of Bumpy Pitch, really need this win more than anybody to stay alive. Top 2 will progress. So we have now entered a 16-team tournament versus the 8-team tournament from the inaugural campaign in 2024. A lot of that due to the help of RBC Wealth Management. So shout out to them for the incredible support of the women's game and more specifically the women's bracket here at TST. Under 7 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Still 20 minutes after this one. Osteen, threaded pass, great ball from the keeper. But the issue is she's inside her own half. And as we know, the rule is if you're inside your own half, the player cannot be waiting inside of the goal box to receive it. Only once the player is into their half can you make that wait inside the box. It's trying to prevent the goal hanging, prevent the cherry picking, and prevent the intervention, or the interruption rather, of the goalkeeper's line of sight. Lawson Hopkins to Caitlin Rowland. Further forward to Bader. Lawson Hopkins playing a direct ball, just a little over hit. Julia Amira couldn't get on the end of it. Would like to see North Carolina Courage maybe push and be a little bit more aggressive. We're seeing it here with the pressure of Julia Amira. Way more physical, much to the displeasure of Mitzi Guesera. No foul given. Zuloa kicks this one in. Pena. Across to Nieto. Nieto's long searching ball should be controlled with Callie O'Neill. And it is reset to Caitlin Rowland in goal. Here come NC Courage in the red. Forward pass, aggressive pass. Stabbed away with a tackle by Taylor Tufts. Tufts, who played at the University of Texas, scored a goal yesterday in TST action. Another run forward by NC Courage is defeated away. Under 5 minutes in the first half of action. I'd love to tell you it's a blockbuster, but I'm not going to lie to you. It's not exactly been a thriller. It's a cagey affair, a tactical affair. But here's to hoping in the second half it opens up. There's a long ball forwards. Away out behind the goal. Feels like field 4 the place to be right now with North Carolina Courage on their home field. Reunion City Dallas looking to spoil the party and play spoilers to disappoint that crowd. Here comes NC Courage. Ivy Garner fighting for possession far side. Ollie Pena toe pokes it away from her. Good defense by Pena, the TCU product. Big switch away. Pena read it like a book. Awkward bobble on that grass. And this could be a little precarious, but it's smartly annihilated by Caitlin Rowland in goal, who reads that play really nicely to come out to sweep a keep away. Seven Osteen in goal for Reunion City Dallas. Has really only touched the ball with her feet so far today. Maybe a couple of cross interventions, but other than that, nothing. As what an arm that is from Oven Osteen to bowl that one out. Pena plays it wide. A couple of step overs. Nice footwork there by Tufts. That's Kenzie Tufts, not Taylor Tufts. NC Courage break away now. Clock ticking. 2.5 minutes remaining. As a physical shackle comes in, ball trickles out of play. It'll start quickly with Reunion City Dallas. Nieto, defended by 2. Nieto, still fighting for it. And they'll reset all the way in the back with Ollie Pena. Feels like Pena, really the metronome of this side. So important in the middle of the park. She will come off and take a quick breather as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the first half of play. First 20 minutes, it's 0-0 from Cary, North Carolina. Jessica Charman here with you. Through ball to Taylor Tufts. Tufts couldn't get a clean strike on it. Smothered by this NC Courage back line, and they continue to do that job. A big read, big tackle by NC Courage. Was Riley Keeley involved with that really important tackle away. And they've been organized. This NC Courage side, despite plenty of youth on the team, have played mature and disciplined. which isn't always easy to do with so much on the line, like in TST with the $1 million. Samantha St. Pierre cut towards the front post, and Caitlin Rowland will scoop at the near post.
Rowland with another save on the day. And NC Courage bringing the ball out. Subs are done on the fly. They just have to be in their substitution box.
Another battle won by Hoshek. Cleared away. And the touch a little heavy by Riley Keeley. Here's a driving run forwards, hits the crossbar.
Oh,
finally, some action as it whacks off the crossbar. Reunion City Dallas not far away from finding frame. It was a strike from Ashlyn Miller that ricocheted off the bar. Final 13 seconds of play. Reunion City Dallas playing to the final whistle. St. Pierre drops to Ula. And what a grab that is. Caitlin Rowland made it look easy. Got her hands up fast to snatch the ball away from the back of the net. And that'll do it for the first half of action from Cary, North Carolina. Not exactly a blockbuster. It's 0-0 between NC Courage and Reunion City Dallas. We're going to take a quick break. Second 20 minutes right around the corner. But for now, you're watching TST on YouTube. Welcome back to the Soccer Tournament 2025. You're watching on YouTube from Cary, North Carolina. I'm Jessica Charman. It's NC Courage taking on Reunion City Dallas. It's a 0-0 matchup through the first 20 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the statistics, and I'll tell you, it tells a story of what was not exactly the most exciting matchup we've had here. 3 shots on goal for Reunion City Dallas. No shots of any kind for North Carolina Courage. But at the end of the day, we've got a whole 20 minutes of action in regulation before we get to target score time. Let's hope we get some bangers coming up next. It's NC Courage in the red from right to left. In the blue is Reunion City Dallas. We're back underway. TST, the soccer tournament. $1 million on the line. $2 million total handed out this weekend. Men's bracket, of course, also taking place at the same time. Cary, North Carolina, the place to be in the month of June, as we're so excited that you're here and part of TST with us. Here's NC Courage, was looking for the drop back, unable to get there. Oli Pena takes it away. Here comes Pena. Pena dispossessed. Great recovery run back there by Eva Foster. And Pena fighting back as well. Does feel like a little bit more energy than maybe we saw in the first 20 minutes of action right now, as both these teams know and they want some momentum. 3 points not vital for NC Courage to progress due to their 3 points over Boca Dallas, but still would love them. On the flip side, for Reunion City Dallas, 3 points paramount due to their loss, and that's a filthy slide tackle coming in. I don't know what she's arguing about there, Oli Pena. Hate to say it, but that's a slide tackle if I ever saw one. Actually good to see the discretion from the referee not to give the yellow card there.
No slide tackling at TST. You can
Oli Pena being told to push back a little further, 5 yards, 10 yards, whatever they're deciding right now. That's a big 10 yards if I've ever seen one. Maybe it's the small pitch making it look a little difficult to see. NC Courage being urged on by the home fans. You hear the drums, the cries of NCFC. It's great to see North Carolina Courage fans coming out to their home stadium to root for their young guns. This very well could be the future in a lot of ways of North Carolina Courage, the NWSL side.
Field number 4, action right now.
Field number 4, the place to be. Outside battle, picked up by Reunion Dallas. Good strike, good save. Caitlin Rowland with the clean hands, no rebound there. A great diving save down to her left-hand side by Caitlin Rowland. There's another physical tackle came in. NC Courage fans want the free kick. It was a Maris Bumba going to ground. Nothing there per the referee. A big chip forward, taken down. Yes, it is! Reunion City Dallas have the goal. A long direct ball forward. A beautiful run into the box. And it's Hannah Barker on the score sheet. Hannah Barker with a tidy touch and an even cleaner finish. And Reunion City Dallas have their belief back. They've got a 1-0 lead. And that'll force NC Courage now to open up, to play a little bit more aggressively. It was rather tentative in the first half from the Courage.
Second half here on field.
And now they'll push forward for a little bit more action. There's goal hanging inside the goal box. The free kick will be called courtesy of that goal hanging.
In your offensive box.
No cherry picking. Kayla Herr penalized.
No real offside as we know it.
Evan Osteen plays it wide. Higher pressure from NC Courage, looking to force the turnover. It's really well done by Macy Bader to earn the kick in on the far side. Reminder, target score time will follow the end of regulation.
Union
will set the score for 1+, whatever the leading team has in this game, as it is with a 1-0 lead. For Reunion City Dallas, target score time will be set to 2. It will be first to 2 to be victorious. Let's cut to the top of the box, over the crossbar by Katie Richer. Gets underneath it, Katie Richer. But it's better from NC Courage. Osteen's ball picked up. Well read by Courage. And Suriana Davis back to her keeper, Rowland. And wide now for Callie O'Neill. Chip ball forwards, almost perfect, just over the top of Julia Mira. Didn't have the legs to get there. Scorching hot day, humid as can be. If you've never been to the Carolinas in the summer, you just don't understand. I'd give it a solid 3 out of 10 for the weather feel right now, but I guess at least it's not raining like yesterday. A little envious of those of you watching from your air conditioning on YouTube. But I'm just kidding. You want to come to this soccer festival. It's amazing. As an amazing strike came in from Ashlyn Miller. In the end, a comfortable save by Caitlin Rowland. Rowland's been beaten once. Not much she could have done once she committed down. It was a great goal by Hannah Barker in the end that has Reunion City Dallas with the lead. Cries of go Courage drumming around Wake Med Soccer Park. As a big challenge came in. Cries of slide tackle. It's a corner kick. And the referee does now realize that there was a slide tackle inside the box. It'll be a penalty. And a huge moment right now for Reunion City Dallas to double their lead. It has been tough, this rule with slide tackling. It's a little bit ambiguous. We've seen referees handle it different ways. The overriding rule is no slides, but it's not always been consistent. And the penalty is saved! Caitlin Rowland comes up big. Full stretch parry around the post. And NC Courage with a lifeline with that save. Maioloa to the top for Sariano. Sariano trying to cut round players. There's a nice drop of the shoulder by Pena to create some space. Ball into the box, smashes the crossbar. Keeper doesn't know where it is. And it's headed home by Leslie Razzo. Leslie Razzo responds to her own crashing of the woodwork with a dynamite header. And Reunion City Dallas have the 2-0 lead.
We have another Reunion City.
Leslie Razzo, the Dallas Texan, gets the goal with the header. She nailed the woodwork and then was the quickest to react to the loose ball. She played on. She responded fast and bravely smashed the header in.
Now with 2 goals. NC Courage with 0.
Play will continue. A yellow card did seem to be shown. We'll get confirmation on that shortly. As Reunion City Dallas come into play in this second game, we've seen a lot of teams finding their footing, understanding the style, growing in confidence as they reach game number 2. Good example of that is Austin Rise, who put 5 past Angel City Sevens in their last game. Nice little flick by Bradic. Pena Puts in the cross. Blocked away. Corner kick. Huge sense of urgency still from Reunion City Dallas. Pena tried to dink it into the box. Isn't able to earn another throw-in. And play will continue. NC Courage still well within their reach of fighting back. Still got 10 minutes left in regulation, plus target score time as the crashing header came in from Riley Kennedy. Kennedy, the U.S. Youth National Team player. Inside pass for Callie O'Neill. And further wide now for Omwenga. Caitlin Rowland, keeper, finding a pass. Tried to split two defenders. Quickest to it was Reunion Dallas. And this time Rowland with a nice spinning pass to Riley Kennedy. Kennedy loops across forwards. Into the elbow. Referee will say it was inside the natural silhouette of the player. Cries of what world are we in from the fans. I'll let the fans do the talking. No comments on the referees from me other than on the shoelaces.
Number 4, we're in the second
Well, the
half.
referee's certainly not the most popular man in Wake Med Soccer Park right now, but he was never going to be when it comes to the home field advantage of NC Courage.
In possession right now.
Here comes Reunion City Dallas, driving forward, couple of step overs, inside to St. Pierre. And then a turning strike and another flying save, still alive. St. Pierre into an area, headed clear. Rowland get caught in no man's land a little bit. A strike cleared away off of the line. NC Courage clinging on to this 2-0 deficit by just about every limb possible. Great initial save by Caitlin Rowland. Give her the credit. She's come up big with a penalty save, a couple of point-blank reaction saves. But of course, as a keeper, she'll still be frustrated to have conceded 2 as we hit 8.5 minutes remaining in regulation.
NC Courage in possession right now. They're down 2-0. But no worries, we still have target score time. TST every game.
Here's Hoshek. Hoshek, big switch across. Read by Goff. Goff gets it back. Goff goes to ground, free kick. Foul coming in from Maya Uloa. NC Courage will have an opportunity from the dead ball.
Can they convert it?
Nice opportunity from the dead ball. Smaller goals. Got to get it up and over a wall or driven low a lot quicker with the smaller size of net. Morgan Goff gets the ball, getting ready to drive this one in. Morgan Goff. Spent time with the Washington Spirit. Goff dragged it front post. Lays it across. Foster trying to find an angle, smothered by Reunion Dallas players. And Reunion City Dallas earned the throw-in. Just under 7 minutes remaining in regulation here on field 4. NC Courage trailing 2-0 to Reunion City Dallas. A tie for Reunion City Dallas would give them 3 points, the same as NC Courage are on. NC Courage would drop on the decision breaker of head-to-head, though. As Hoshek down the channel, trying to get around the defender. Hoshek gets another opportunity, swings the big cross. Ivy Garner controls. Garner getting around the defender. Garner continues, and it's just tapped away by Maya Uloa. Uloa has been tenacious in the back line. Garner, step overs, toying with the defender. Low cross, cleared away, but recovered by Chisholm. Long ball. Rowland pinged it forwards. Taken down by Garner. Garner fighting through the physicality. Garner gets it back to Chisholm, who strikes it. And it's deflected off of the knee of Ashlyn Miller and out for an NC corner kick. It's been braver by NC Courage since they conceded. They've had to chase the game, staying aggressive as Evan Osteen, the goalkeeper, just letting the clock drain a little bit, and then she bowls it out. What a throw that is by Evan Osteen to Ashlyn Miller. Miller cross deflected, and just like that, the keepers switched the field, switched the point of attack. And from a goalkeeper play, Reunion City Dallas have the corner kick. Tufts. Kayla Tufts gets it back. And Kenzie Tufts able to find Evan Osteen. Osteen passed down the throat of the pitch. Was looking for Taylor Tufts. Tufts under the pressure, still able to remain possession. And it's back to Evan Osteen. Cries from the bench of keep away. She has got 8 seconds. And yet again, inside the box, waiting for possession, were Reunion City Dallas while the ball was in their own defensive half, so that won't be allowed. Some complicated rules. You'll get used to it as you continue to watch TST progress. Just game 2 on the women's side for all of these sides. They'll play 3 group stage games into the quarterfinals, semifinals, and eventually the $1 million game. As a wayward pass comes straight towards us off of the fence and out for a kick in for Pena. Osteen trying to get round the defender, fighting for it. It's too overzealous in the challenge by Reunion City Dallas. Well done to draw the contact by Davis.
The score is currently Reunion City Dallas 2.
Ivy Garner.
Courage 0.
Davis lays it back. A goal would make things really interesting in target score time. Chisholm into the box for Bumba. Bumba was trying to find an inch of space to pull the trigger, wasn't able to find it. Here come the Courage through Julia Amara. Amara put in the low cross, cleared away. Physical battle. You just see the sense of urgency for NC Courage. Want to try and cut that deficit before target score time as a strike deflected corner kick. 2.5 minutes remaining.
2.5 remaining in the second half.
As that corner over everybody. Just not the right decision there by Julia Amara from the set piece. To mention, not easy on this smaller field with those set pieces to find an opportunity. But in a game in that moment, she'd have wanted to do a little better. Bamba penalized for the contact. And Evan Osteen will play it forward to Ula. Pena. Burst of pace from Pena. A nice give and go with Garcia. Pena earns the corner. And in fact, it'll be a goal kick. Whoopsie daisy. Some eye rolls from our PA.
Remaining in the second half. NC Courage in the red, looking to come back. They need 2 goals to tie it.
Wayward pass, tired legs from NC Courage. It's Holly Pena picking it up. Pena already scored in TST so far. Lays it wide to Alessia Garcia. Garcia to a checking Sammy St. Pierre. And then it's dragged wide by Pena, and she'll get another chance at it. Holly Pena rebounds on her own strike. An outside boot finish from Holly Pena, her second of TST. And Reunion City Dallas emphatic with the 3-0 lead. Molly Pena, who plays college ball at TCU, has come up big in games, in big moments. Just an electric runner as well as NC Courage, who were victorious 3-1 in their first game, having to respond to some adversity now. Chisholm, physical tackle, met with some applause. Amara, rounding the defender. Amara, nice low ball into the boots of Bumba. Bumba goes in for the slide tackle. That'll be a little bit of trouble, I think, for Amaris Bumba. Came in with the slide tackle. It was Bajana Bradic caught, and that'll do it for regulation. Going into target score time, it's NC Courage trailing Reunion City Dallas by 3-0. It'll be first of 4 in target score time. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in a quick moment to bring you target score time from Cary, North Carolina. Welcome back to the soccer tournament 2025. We're into target score time with NC Courage trailing 3-0 against Reunion City Dallas. If you're new to TST, target score time, we're going to add 1 to the team that's leading score. That makes target score time number 4 as our clock has fallen over. We are facing the elements at TST today. I don't know if I'm bad luck. All the bad things seem to happen around me. Anyway, let's get into the rules. Every 3 minutes that we fail to reach goal number 4, we will remove a player from each side. 6v6, 5v5, all the way down to 2 versus 2 if we need it. The biggest comeback in the women's bracket history was a 4-goal deficit. It happened yesterday. Wrexham led in target score time 4-0. Eventually, they were pinned back 5-4. We'll see if NC Courage is able to replicate some of that excitement. As if you're joining us now, it's NC Courage in the red, Reunion City Dallas in the blue. Reunion City Dallas with the comfortable lead. Goals from Molly Pena, Leslie Razzo, and Hannah Barker. The difference between these two teams right now. Here's Sariano. Sariano driving inside. Sariano drop of the shoulder, lays it inside. Beautiful pass, big save. Rebound by Tufts. It's Taylor Tufts coming up clutch with the finish. It's gorgeous soccer by Reunion City Dallas. And Taylor Tufts comes up clutch with the finish. And Reunion City Dallas are getting their first 3 points of TST. And the Golden Fleece, powered by Adidas, will be put round the neck of Taylor Tufts. She'll have lifetime access to TST and TBT, courtesy of Adidas. Well, things got really interesting in that group with this result. Both NC Courage and Reunion City Dallas will now be on 3 points. Bumpy Pitch and Boca Dallas, the other two sides in that bracket. We've got to get our bracket completed by the end of the night. Make sure you're sticking watching TST. We've got games all day long. I mean, all day, all night. We're going to be here late into the evening, and you don't want to miss it. I've been Jessica Charman, our entire crew. Thank you so much for joining us on the Soccer Tournament's YouTube page. Your final score, it's a 4-0 victory and 3 points heading to Reunion City Dallas. They defeat the NC Courage. Thank you for tuning in.